Life Lessons of Christ, Chapter 1, Turning the Other Cheek. One Saturday afternoon around 2 p.m., there was this African black guy by the name of Abdul. Abdul was just walking around the town of Compton, California, with his homeboys and homegirl by the name of Jafari, Tyrone, Tyron, and Shalice. They were all around the age of 19 to 21. They were all talking and listening to music when these group of racist white teenagers around the same age started calling them niggers and monkeys. Abdul started getting angry and wanted to fight them until his friends started telling him to walk away and ignore them. Later that night, when Abdul and his gang were all at his house, Abdul kept talking about getting revenge on those racist white people who kept calling him and his friends nasty things. His friends Tyrone, Tyron, Jafari, and Shalice were telling him that Jesus says to forgive others and to turn the other cheek. His friends were also telling him that those guys were stupid and ignorant. After 5 minutes of arguing, Abdul decided to go after those mean and evil white men and women. Abdul found the racist white people at the park, snuck behind them, and started jumping them. Now remind you, Abdul was a black belt in kickboxing. After a few minutes of fighting, the white woman by the name of Karen decided to pull out a gun on Abdul. Abdul beat most of the white people, but Karen had him stuck at gunpoint. Luckily, his friends showed up and Shalice had Karen in an arm lock, and then Abdul and his friends called the cops. Abdul's friends reminded him that next time, Abdul should turn the other cheek because Abdul could have been killed when people like that aren't even worth it. Abdul told them thanks for having his back and teaching him a valuable lesson. Matthew 5, verse 38 through 40. You have heard that it was said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. 3 reasons why you should turn the other cheek. Number 1, so you don't end up in jail by fighting someone because you're angry. Number 2, not to let your anger consume you or take control of who you are. And number 3, so you don't end up in the hospital like Abdul almost did, or even worse, dead. Prayer. Dear Lord, help me to turn the other cheek from those who provoke me and try to make my anger come out of me. Help me to not let Satan take control of my emotions, causing me to do something stupid. Also, help me to have a calm spirit like you, Lord. Amen.